I think that one of the biggest reasons that I got cancer was because I never knew in my entire life, I never knew that we are supposed to love ourselves. I really never knew that. I always believed that it was selfish or egotistical to love myself. And that was truly how I was brought up. And I believed that we were supposed to always love other people, but never love ourselves. I really thought that. So I never used to, not only I never used to love myself, I would never do things. I never knew how to receive either. I felt that I had to do things for other people and I would give and give of myself, but I didn't even know how to receive. And I was a people pleaser, which means that it always mattered to me that everybody liked me. I would make sure that everybody liked me. Like if you had a room full of 20 people, and if I got along with 19 of them, and one of them didn't like me, I would be working on that one person to make them like me. Do any of you relate to that? I'm sure many of you watching this will also relate to that or have some aspect of that in your own personality. And the thing is, when we feel that way, that we are coming from a place of lack of self-respect, a lack of worthiness. It means that we don't believe that we are worthy. When I was in the other realm, though, I was feeling this feeling of just being enveloped or surrounded by a feeling of unconditional love. And it was for the first time in my life that I felt that I was loved just because I existed. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't even have to prove myself. Here in physical life, I always felt I had to work at proving myself. I had to work at being deserving or worthy of other people's love. And I always felt that I had to do things for other people. In that realm, it was the complete opposite. I truly felt I was loved just because I existed. And I felt I was loved by the whole universe. And I felt that my only work was to be who I am. I didn't have to bend over backwards and distort myself completely, like a pretzel, basically, completely distort myself to get people to love me. No, absolutely not. I felt that I just had to be me. I had to be who I am. And I was loved. And even if there are people in the physical world, in physical life, who don't love me for being who I am, it doesn't matter. It's got nothing to do with me. It's to do with their own filters. And here's what happens. Here's what's really interesting. When you're able to love yourself, when you're able to stop judging yourself, when you're able to realize that you are worthy and deserving of love, what happens is that it becomes easier to love other people. I find that I am so much more loving and kinder and accepting of other people without judgment when I stop judging myself. People who come across as very judgmental and very critical, you know who they are and you try and avoid them. But in actuality, they're judgmental and critical because that's how they are with themselves. People are judgmental of others only when they are highly judgmental of themselves.